grocery store, inspired by Bob's $300. Thinking about that pinch of yours, back home with an empty belly. He had to take his time, but he's had that direction. He's had to get it wrong his time.
And now, here's Joey.
Okay, and we're back with another Gizmo show. And me, I'm your host, Joey Stomp, the Gizmostest with the mostest. I want to stop here just for a second. I don't want to get everybody depressed, but David Dale, the guitarist for Joe Worker, has committed suicide in the last week, and I'd just like to say he was a great guy, and it's too bad to see him go. Anyway, on a happier note, we have a show tonight, and our show is full of surprises. So many surprises, but first I'm going to read you just a little bit of prose that I wrote. It's real quick. Ben sat in the hickory woods. He put a leaf on his head as he hat, and he spat tobacco. Pataw! Well, where's the doggone path? I knowed it was round here. Okay, that being over, let's get to our first guest. This is Bart Biechele, and he runs the Westend Studios, and that's in Kansas City, Kansas. And it's a studio where they, what kind of music do you guys usually play, record? Alternative, anything?
Whoever has money. Whoever has enough money to come in. We do a lot of different kinds of music. And tonight I thought we'd talk about some of the alternative bands.
All right, well that sounds good. Going with the show and all that kind of stuff. Well, I hear now you got a tape here that you can roll, and you'll talk about the bands as they are rolling. So can we roll that tape?
Yeah, what I've got on the cassette that we're going to be listening to is kind of background music while we talk. This is some old Sin City stuff. This first song is one of the very first songs that they recorded back in my old studio called Holly Hill.
Holly Hill?
Holly Hill was in the studio, and it was, a studio that JJ and I started about 6 years ago. We did a lot of Sin City. There's another band on this cassette called The Drowning Incident.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
And I recorded them back in 1987. Some of the Sin City stuff that's on this cassette, it's kind of a chronological thing that starts in 87. The second song was from 89, and then the last two songs we did a couple years ago. One of them was released on Cargo, if you want to see the 45 here.
Sure, let's see the 45.
If I can find it.
What the hey?
While we're talking about Sin City. The name of it is Go Work.
Go Work.
It was released on Cargo Records.
Can we get a shot on that?
It's an international release. It was doing quite well before the band broke up. And while we're talking about Sin City, I've got some other stuff of theirs. Here's a mini CD that they did quite a while ago. I think this was recorded back in about 1988.
Yeah, I remember. This went to France, right?
It was done over in Europe and released in Europe. It was quite popular over in France and some of the Scandinavian countries, I guess.
Go figure, them Frenchies, huh?
It was a limited production issue.
Now we're on the second song. What's
the second
that?
song is Shakes. This was done in 1989.
Still Sin City.
Featuring Buddy on vocal again. Now these first two songs are with the original guitar player, Donnie.
Donnie Byram?
Donnie Byram. He lives in Chicago now.
Hardest working man in the alternative show business.
He was the one that really got Sin City started, him and Ernie. And
Dave Olds.
Dave Olds was in the original band, and the four of them really kind of defined the alternative scene.
Now we're on the third song already.
The third song is one of the more recent ones that we did about a year and a half ago called Rap Bat, featuring Ernie on vocal and harmonica. This is kind of their psychedelic phase that they went through, I guess.
I guess everybody went through one of those at one time or another.
Yeah, about a week ago. And then
Pat Robertson.
They released this song on a cassette that did real well. They sold literally thousands of copies of it at their shows over the years. I think every time I turn around, they're reordering like $200 or $300 at a time.
I've got one.
And Sin City sold a lot of recordings at their concerts. I would imagine over the 5-6 year history of the group, they sold probably 3,000 or 4,000 cassettes.
JIHHY.
Their fans were ready for a release, but it didn't really happen. The Cargo 45 was really definitely the only thing that they released on an international basis.
Go figure. I guess, you know, the do-it-yourself.
And Go Work,
sometimes.
as a matter of fact, is the name of the song we're listening to right now.
The fourth one?
It's the 7-inch, the title song, and it was getting quite a bit of airplay on college radio at the time. Unfortunately, they didn't ever follow it up with another recording, so we don't know what their potential market might have been. But,
Now this is with Brent and Dave.
these are the new members of the band on bass and guitar, or guitar and bass.
The kids, I call it.
Kids, yeah, the younger guys, and they kind of attracted a little bit different crowd than the Donnie in the original band.
Yeah,
But,
a younger, more collegiate type of, but yet, you know, it's still
very successful. They
still 10-4.
I know still hold the record for Thursday night at the Shadow. Cheap beer night. They packed
Oh,
beer.
heck.
And they did
We
really
won't
well.
even start talking about Sin City and beer.
And we're on the next song, which is The Drowning Incident. It was one of the first bands I ever recorded.
I thought we're still on the fourth one.
Oh yeah, we still are. I'm sorry. We're still on Go Work. It's a long
Go Work.
one.
Bob's been living life too long. Frazzled nerves, losing hair. Okay, now we're on the fifth
Okay,
one.
now we're on The Drowning Incident. This was done at the old studio. I thought that this was probably one of the better alternative bands that I ever worked with.
Do you have a record of them?
They never put anything out. They never released any recordings to the public. We did a full-length project back in mid-'87, right around the time I started working with Sin City. It was the first time I ever worked with an alternative music band. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. The band kind of helped me mix it. It still sounds good today, I think.
Wow.
Probably one of the better sounding projects I ever did, and I had absolutely no clue what I was doing. I think it was an 8-track recording this minute.
Beginner's luck, eh?
Yeah, well, it helps when the band knows what they want, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes a guy like me, different kinds of music, I need to have, you know, some experience with it before I can really do it. And that's why I learned how to do alternative music. They even showed me how to mix it.
It's kind of like a give and take type thing, right? Situation.
And I got some other 45s here.
Sure.
Some local groups, Germbox. This was their first release. This was from about 2 years ago, called The Groaning Bridge. It was released on, what label was this? I can't remember. Was this Caulfield? I believe so.
It doesn't say.
And Germbox was a real popular band in this area. They have another 45. That was
And
released
by the way,
about a year
their
ago.
drummer, Matt Bramlett, used to be in an old punk rock band. We're on the sixth song now. What is that?
That's Cher again. This is the
Cher.
same song we heard at the beginning of the show.
Oh,
Kibbles
okay.
and Bits.
Kibbles
It was
and
recorded
Kibbles and
at
Kibbles
the
and
Shadow.
Bits.
I think there's about 20,000 people there that night, so it sounds like.
Man,
And I didn't know you could put that many
we're
people
looking
in the
at
Shadow.
Germbox, but we're listening to Cher, so don't get confused.
Don't get confused.
We don't want anybody to think that Germbox is Cher in any way.
Okay, let's show some more of these 45s here. Look at this band.
We've got about a minute left.
One of the more obscure bands, but one
Idiots
of
Delight.
my favorites.
I think I was in that band.
This guy right here, playing bass.
In fact, I just want to show you the artwork on this inner sleeve, if I may. I drew this,
That's distinctively Joey.
and I also...
No doubt about that.
And the Spin Doctors took mine and Spinal.
Here's an alternative cover. They've released it with 3 different covers.
Three
folks.
different colors, and they are collector's
How
items.
about that? We got them all here.
We'll give them to you free if you want, if anybody wants it.
Here's another Caulfield release with 4 different bands, including Germbox and Molly McGuire.
Boombox, Molly McGuire, we had them on.
That's a good 45 right there. Here's Sin City's very first record, Chicken Scratch and Gestampo.
Which was named after me, Joey Stomp.
That record there's about 6 years old.
Well, I wish we had more time, but unfortunately, my fascistic floor director is telling us it's time to go, so thanks, Bart.
Thank you.
And come back soon with more records. I know you got another stack.
I got more.
Here's the Jimmy Boys. The Jimmy Boys, everybody.
Thank you.
And they'll be back. Yes, they will. Right now, we have a special treat for you. We've been trying to get these people on ever since we started the show, and now they're here. It's Cher. That's right. And no, come on, everybody. Okay. Now, as you notice, this is not a one half-breed Indian long-haired lady, but 3 different people. And
You forgot to say tattoos on her butt.
and what tattoos on her
We
butt?
all do have
like
tattoos on our butts, though.
But well, that's good. And in a later show, after Clinton's been in a while, we might be able to show that. Let's go around and get your names, because you know we keep records and there'll be a test afterwards. Can I have your name?
I'm Heather.
Heather, and you play
The bass.
the bass. And you're
Lisa?
Lisa, and you play drums. See, I knew that already. And
I'm Mike.
Mike, and you
Play guitar.
play guitar.
Play guitar.
Play guitar. And which one sings?
I sing.
You sing?
I sing.
He sings.
Okay, now you guys are a hard rocking outfit, I've seen, and you've recently reformed. Not that you went to reform school or anything like that, but I mean you recently reformed now. So
Betty Ford Clinic.
I see. So like you two are new, right?
Yeah. We've been playing together for a long time.
Oh really?
Yeah, we've been in a couple bands together.
And now, have you ever had any problem from the real Cher and with contractual
Nope.
things like that? I know Cher put out a tape called "A Boy Named Sue Me."
Right.
Is that's just like a yell in the darkness? Come on, Cher!
Come on!
Come on, sue us, huh? No, but we don't want her to do that. Okay.
We do.
We
actually.
do, yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay, excellent. I think that's a great
The more
idea.
trouble, the better.
I'll call her tomorrow because she's supposed to be on next week. Anyway, now do you guys have any recordings you're working on or anything like that recently or anything like that?
Bart just did a live recording of us
You heard
last
it.
week.
That we heard on the very
Yeah.
beginning of the show and again during the part of the show. And we're now, they said that was at just a really crowded show up in the Shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some-
5,000 people.
My God, man. Did anybody get crushed
It
or
smelled
killed?
pretty bad, but other than that, it was all right.
How would you describe your music in like a
Alternative, of
nutshell?
course.
Well, yeah.
rock.
Yeah. Punk rock, excellent, good. Punk rock. Yes.
Disco,
Stool
really.
eating music, of course.
Stool eating
Is
music.
it like party music? Could people party to it really well, you think?
It's good beer drinking music. Yeah.
Good beer drinking music?
For all those hometown boys.
Rum, actually rum and diet.
Ah, well that's good. Roman meal bread music. You could eat tasty bread to it. And
Sure.
I was wanting to ask you, do you have any like upcoming gigs where you're going to be playing, like in a place like to play at?
Playing at Davies on the 27th.
Davies Uptown
Yeah,
Yeah.
Davies Ramblin' Uptown.
on the
Playing at the
27th.
Grand Emporium Monday.
Yeah.
This next Monday night.
This
22nd.
airs.
Of course, I get in free, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. And the whole crew gets in free?
Sure, the whole crew.
And the Jimmy Boys. All right. Let's hear it again for Cher. Okay. Now, I've seen these bumper sticker all over town. I got one right up here. Cher, can we get a zoom on that, Hal? Now, what exactly is that all about? Yeah, I want to know.
We are Cher Pie.
You are Cher Pie?
It's a new lineup sticker.
Does that mean like if you bake like an apple pie, you got to
We're
share
not
it?
talking about apple pies.
Oh,
Muff diving.
We're talking
okay. I understand
Real
because I
pie.
think everybody understands exactly what kind of pie
You
it is.
asked.
really,
It's like,
you know.
Okay. All right. Harley. Okay. Made my
Not
Batman
our
fall
fault for that
down.
I
one.
think we've embarrassed.
Okay. Do you guys do any tours?
We're,
Yeah, we're
leaving next
going
week.
to Chicago.
Chicago? We're going to play
and,
there.
Iowa.
Lounge acts.
Where are you playing in Chicago?
Lounge acts.
Lounge
Lounge
Acts.
Acts.
We're playing
Oh, that's the name of the place.
And then
There's a club in Chicago.
in Des Moines, Iowa, we're playing Harry Mary's. It's a really cool club.
All right. Do they get a lot of people there?
That's a cool club.
What kind of people come out to your shows? Just a different mix? Just anybody who's got a wild streak in them, or just a bunch of punks, or
A lot of
Mostly
psychos.
skinheads or, you know,
50 to
Psychos.
75 drunks.
all right, of any make, shape, and description or
Right.
anything like that?
Yeah.
We usually pack the place full of drunks.
Drunks. They
and
buy
only
our
get paid
merchandise.
$75.
They buy our merchandise and they leave.
They buy all our
You
stuff.
guys have quite a bit of merchandise now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just don't have our merchandise trunk yet.
That's what you need. Now, are you guys ever going to play Las Vegas and back up the real Cher, or is she going to back up you guys?
Diane should be back.
If she's willing to play our version of I Got You, Babe, I think we could do it, don't you?
Sure.
So you guys do an actual Cher song?
A token.
I Got
one
You, Babe.
token.
Oh, man. I thought Brewer and Shipley did One Toke Over the Line.
I thought so too.
Okay. Anyway, and so are you going to put out that recording on a record or a tape or anything like that? Are you going to put
Yeah.
that in stores?
In Lawrence only.
In Lawrence
It's a
only?
Larryville release.
Are you,
It'll be
why
on
that?
45.
Why Lawrence? Why not?
Because we want them to
Kansas City.
feel. We want them to feel special over there.
We want them to feel like they're the mecca
Because
of
it's the music mecca.
music.
But are they?
You
They
know,
think they are, so.
Newsweek said
Mecca
so.
high, Mecca hiney ho.
How long does a Cher gig last? How long is
Too
the typical
long.
Cher gig
About-
last? You know?
About 40 minutes too long.
40 minutes? An hour and 40 minutes?
No, really not.
What's the longest you all have ever played in one gig?
Including the pauses?
Including pauses? Of course, pauses. You have to have pauses. Jeez.
An hour and 15.
An hour, 15 minutes.
know.
That's about the legal limit that they allow you guys to play?
Well, after that, they all start to get bored, I guess.
Well, what's their problem?
Oh, I don't know, not enough fiber in their diet, maybe?
Ah.
Drinking
that's
too
wrong.
much fluoride.
The fluoride, we gotta talk
Is
about
that
the
what?
fluoride.
Okay, tell me about fluoride.
Don't drink it.
Toxic.
Why?
It'll kill you.
What about
It's
toothpaste?
killed
Give
how many of
y'all
our
time.
family?
It's just like rat poisoning. Toothpaste is just like rat poisoning.
Yeah.
Sodium fluoride. You check the contents of your rat poisoning.
It's the first ingredient in rat poisoning and the first ingredient in toothpaste.
Does it make you glow in the dark? Or
Sometimes it causes Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah, it does.
Old-timers disease?
And we've lost how many of our family to
You
that?
gotta cut
13
that.
crocodiles
We've
in
lost-
10
no.
years.
Is it
13
13?
crocodiles
Four-
in 10 years.
14
Now, when you
crocodiles
lose your
in 10
crocodiles, do you flush them down in the toilet?
No, they're way
No.
too big.
man.
Bury them by the
Throw them
river.
to make boots.
No, we don't.
Hey, let me see the color of your hair. Turn around again. I never noticed. Can we get a close-up on the color of her
you
hair?
did it.
This is wild.
She's
This
been
is what you-
swimming in chlorine.
No,
Don't let this happen
This
to
is
you.
what you get for drinking fluoride.
This is
Yeah.
an unnatural color, folks.
You glow.
I think that's cool. We have to point out, colors of hair and tattoos and everything like that. We can't show the tattoos today. But thank you very much for coming down and being on the show. Thanks a lot. And nice to meet you. And we're all getting in free to your next show at the Grand Emporium Monday night. And here is the Jimmy Boys. Thanks a lot. Come on up, guys. Run on up. Throw down your instruments and run up. We only got a few minutes. So just cop a squat and we'll talk to you here.
Yeah.
Yeah, go JP. Just clip it or hold it. And we've just got a couple minutes. Just briefly, now you guys are the Jimmy Boys, right?
Right. Yep.
And your names are?
Mark Gagne.
And?
JP Coffin.
All right. And how long have you been doing this Jimmy Boys music?
Long time.
Now, isn't there a third member of the Jimmy Boys?
Wouldn't that be you, Joey?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I due to contractual obligations, I am not allowed to perform on my show. But we're trying to break that contract, so, you know, sue NBC. Anyway, back to the Jimmy Boys. Now, what do you call that kind of music? Is that what, Appalachian or something?
This is kind of Appalachian. We had the Jimmy Boys. Really, we play anything. We were pretty much musical whores.
Can we say that?
For yourself.
We're kind of on an Appalachian theme. This is a aspen leaf dulcimer that I had built for my kid. Which camera? That one.
You made that by hand. You took and sawed
a tree down
and like lathed it down. Adjusted it yourself.
Took me about a year to do it.
Glued it.
Elmer's.
Together with Elmer's. Okay. Wow.
So
I am
pretty happy with the way it came out.
And you? Did you make your guitar, John?
No.
Now, what was those songs? What can we tell us? Can you tell us what they were?
Go ahead.
Well, the first one was Wildwood Flower.
And
just all traditional stuff, and then the second one was Battle Hymn of the Republic, I guess.
Yeah.
Is and When Johnny Comes Marching Home.
Kind of a pseudo anti-war medley there.
Now, are you trying to catch in on the country music bonanza with this stuff, or
no.
Is it just playing it straight, whatever you want?
Well, country music's kind of rhetorical.
Can we say that? How long has the Jimmy Boys been together?
About 7 years, I think.
7 years. And where have we played?
We used to play in the streets of Westport.
And then we graduated to?
We played at Davies Uptown. We've played
The Point?
The Point. We did a special guest appearance at the Hemp Festival last summer over in Swope Park.
Now tell us about that, JP.
Oh, well, that was a lot of fun. And I had a good time. It was just...
A good crowd response.
Pretty good, I think, you know.
What songs did you do then?
Gee, we had...
I got stoned and I missed it.
Kind of a different...
Walking Blues?
Set.
That's your problem, right? Did we do Walking Blues?
We did Walking Blues. We did...
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of old fogies trying to remember.
Over 100 years of musical experience right here.
And so the Jimmy Boys is strictly acoustic? Is it strictly acoustic?
More or less. We do some, we throw some electric stuff in.
Whatever mood takes us.
Yeah, but it's more...
Will you ever go into the disco or the house music thing?
Never can
Hope
tell.
not.
I thought I heard the Jimmy Boys being sampled last time I went to a rave. Are there, there's contractual obligations involved in that, and I think you should sue them. Sue everybody.
Sue everybody. Sue Cher.
Sue Cher, please. So do you guys do any Cher songs? Do we?
No.
No?
Working on
it?
I Got You,
Not
Babe.
till tonight.
I Got
But I
You.
think Cher did it again, so it's going to be a slam song.
Well, it's a very popular song these days. I mean, wouldn't you think? Or don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Don't think.
I thought Sonny was...
I hear you guys like to barbecue too when you play.
Oh, yeah.
Is it true that most Jimmy gigs involve some sort of
Barbecue,
barbecuing?
blues, and beer.
Is it always meat, or is there some vegetables involved?
Beans?
We can't say vegetables on the air.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well, so what are your plans for the future?
More gigs. Whoever hire us, we're available
Learning
anytime.
some new songs. Some
We're
more
cheap.
songs.
Are you learning any Beatles songs?
Should
Yeah,
we?
might. Yeah, I think we are already learning one.
Yeah, we are.
Started
We're working
learning.
on a
You haven't heard it yet.
Norwegian Wood.
Oh,
You'll hear it at our next practice.
That's a good song. I don't know if anybody remembers the Beatles, but now it's time to go. So thanks a lot for coming up. It's been a great show. Come back and see us next month, and we'll announce the time and date on a poster sometime. Everybody, it's Gizmo!